Claire, just tell me where you are. What the hell has happened?
Come, I need you to... Tell the truth.
It's horrendous.
It's horrendous.
It's modern.
Don't lie.
I'm not.
I look like a pencil.
That's a scene from the hit TV show Fleabag, which originated as a one-woman show at the Edinburgh Fringe. One of several recent successes to come out of the Performing Arts Festival. It starts in Scotland next month. This year's Fringe has struggled to attract corporate sponsors, certainly after Johnny Walker pulled out after several years of sponsoring it. With me now is the Chief Executive of the Festival Fringe Society, who's called the effort a minefield, Tony Lancaster. Good evening, Tony. Grateful for your time tonight from Edinburgh. I'm curious, why do you think it has been difficult to replace the sponsorship?
Good evening, Richard. I think the point you make is a good one, and I think it's important to note that the Johnny Walker sponsorship came to a natural end. And yeah, we were disappointed that they chose not to renew the sponsorship, but these things happen in the course of business. I think in the last 2 decades that I've been working in the arts sector, I don't think there's a single moment or single event that I've ever worked on or with where we haven't felt that the environment is perilous. That's pretty much the nature of the art sector. I was running a large festival in South Africa around about the time of the 2008 financial crash. That felt pretty risky at the time. So I don't think we're dealing with anything new. The arts has always been a different beast. It's a difficult, complex thing for corporates to get their heads around and to see value. And it takes a little bit of work and imagination, I think, on corporate side to find the value in the arts. But I also don't think that arts organizations themselves have done the pitching very well. And I don't think that arts organizations make it easy and tantalizing enough for corporates to put their hands in their pockets.
This is really interesting because there's a lot of talk about look, Edinburgh Fringe Festival, it's one of those interesting, it needs no advertising, it's world famous, it doesn't have, you can't, everybody knows about it. So now you're also looking for some money from the new levy that's coming from the Edinburgh Council. The justification for that is what? That you bring so much in, you should get a little bit back?
Yeah, so the Edinburgh Fringe Festival is, by our reckoning, the third biggest ticketed event in the world after the Olympics and the FIFA World Cup. It generates hundreds of millions of pounds of revenue for the city of Edinburgh, and for the country, for Scotland. That's quite apart from the artistic benefit to the participants and, of course, just the joy that it brings to hundreds of thousands of people every year. It is a great, as you say, iconic event that is on the bucket list of so many people around the world. It is a big driver of the economy here in Scotland. It's a big driver of the tourism and hospitality economy. So when the City of Edinburgh decided to introduce the new tourist visitor levy, which will be introduced from next year, we made it very clear that as one of the drivers of that economy and as one of the entities responsible for bringing all these people to the city, between ourselves and the venues who take the risk and who bring the productions we needed some benefit from that levy.
Right.
That plea fallen on positive ears, and we're having good conversations at the moment with the council about how we can unlock some of that value for the broader benefits of the festival.
You're new in post, or relatively, in a sense. How do you want to change the festival? You've been handed an institution. And like all institutions, it has to develop and grow. Otherwise, it becomes a fossil. So how are you going to develop it?
That's a really interesting question. I wish I knew the answer. I'm trying to think back to the job interview because whatever I said then obviously worked. Look, Richard, I think, first of all, I'm very conscious of the fact that I'm stepping into an organization that is 78 years old. It works. It does a great job. It is iconic. This first Fringe, and I've been in post for 3 months, I'm just going to keep my hands off the moving parts, and I'm going to make sure I don't get in the way of anything. But at the same time, I've been working with the team to develop some strategies. Foremost among them is exactly where we started this conversation, which is how do we as an organization become more resilient? What can we do to better shore up ourselves as an organization from these ebbs and flows of funding that come from time to time. So that's absolutely priority number one. We're doing a lot of drilling down into the visitor experience because we sell a lot of tickets, but the far more interesting number to me is not the 2.5 million tickets we sell, it's the one person who's coming to Edinburgh for the first time. What experience are they having? And how can we nip and tuck and enhance that experience so they have the best possible time? It's a big investment for audiences and for artists to come to this festival, and we want to make sure that they absolutely have the best time possible. So drilling into that experience and making sure that we take out all the friction, all of the things that get in the way of them having a great time, and using technology, using innovation of doing that.
I'm grateful to you, sir. Thank you, and have a good weekend and good luck and a good festival. Thank you.